back to a new exciting episode of Dwight and Cher's new place in Madeira. Today we're insulating, we're doing some painting. Let me show you what they're doing here. They're blowing in insulation into the attic space, okay? R38, that's the thickness. This is the insulation, comes all vacuum packed in bags. They put it into that hopper, and then it blows it out essentially through this hose and into the attic space. That's what this gentleman's in the process of helping with. You can see it all thrown in here, okay? And they're blowing it into the attic space. I'll show you this. See, they're doing more paint, got all the baseboards on. You'll see all the trim inside. Let me go up on this ladder real quick and I'll show you what they're doing. I'm gonna tell you they're already messing up anyway, so I'll show you what they're doing. See that? They're blowing it. You probably can't see it, but they're definitely blowing insulation in over there. There's a gentleman right there. He's blowing it all in, R38. Very nice. All right. So I'm gonna let Todd work with them because they're supposed to be insulating over the attic space, over the garage as well. So that'll have to be done on another day because they've already got those pieces of cardboard that you see. That keeps the insulation from coming over the garage under a normal situation. But we are having our garage ceiling insulated, okay? Anyway, so again, one of those things they'll have to come back out and do again. Communication is key. Anyway, so you can see what they've done, thank God for this, what they've done is they've removed all the face plates, taped up all the receptacles, so we can paint without getting paint all over the receptacles, I mean the covers. So thank God for that. They've also taped up the painters. God love them, I just tipped them too, because I like to tip people that do good work. So they're all taped up. They're all taped along the edge of the baseboards. Of course, we got all the wood floors down that you guys saw the other day, and that's all covered up. But they also taped a mast along the edge of the baseboard, so very appreciative of that. And you can see all the baseboards. Okay, got some of the door handles on now. These guys are getting all the touch up, but you can see how they taped, they masked all of the edge right there, so we can keep it off the floor. Okay. So it's looking pretty snappy. I just delivered, I know most of you are going to be mad at me, but I just delivered them the blue paint for the triangles up top. I know we've had a lot of feedback. Some say no paint, leave it green. Others said white, make them all white. Others said blue would be good, but we're doing the Capri blue up in those triangles. The trim guys, of course, have you seen all the baseboards now? They also cut these because these ended up being rounded corners. They had to cut these not 45 degrees so you can get a 90 degree here. These are actually twin cuts at 22.5 degrees to go around that, officially to go around that rounded corner. Okay, so that took a lot of extra work. So, okay, it took a bunch of extra work. So all the windowsills, the ears, the aprons, excuse me, these are all done at appropriate length. Because Rusty and I are going to come back in. This extends 3 3/4 inches past the window reveal. Because Rusty and I are going to put a 3.5 inch piece here, a 1x4, which is 3.5, to trim it out. And it's going to be a 1/4 inch reveal right here. So that makes it 3 3/4 because we want this to line up. So him and I are going to be trimming out all these windows and all of the stuff that Mastercraft's crews had to work within that parameter. Okay. So as you can see, they're all done. So I came the other day and gave them an example of how it needs to be, okay? So anyway, we're getting there. Again, I want to show you guys something else. So frustrating. I'm not sure what just transpired here, but so frustrating. Let me go around the other way. You see that door setting right there? Well, I can go this way. And you see that, remember all that was re-sheetrocked? That's all torn apart now. Obviously, it wasn't plumbed right. The door wasn't plumbed right again. So let me come on this way. So the sheetrock guy came in, put that half wall back together like you guys know about. We still don't know why it was ever torn apart in the direction it was torn. Now I guess the door guy came back in, obviously to do something, and now they had to rip this whole thing back out because maybe the frame wasn't still plumb enough for him to install the door. So, and we had to go up top this time as well. So it's construction can be a rather inefficient system. I don't understand it, but it definitely can be a very inefficient system. But the house looks awesome. It looks fantastic. They came in and fixed our air conditioning lines. Even the air conditioning guy that came in and fixed it, he goes, yeah, they messed that up. So that ductwork is now open. It used to be these lines went up tight up against that that return, and probably 15% volume was cut down coming through there. So that's all been taken care of. Okay, so we're getting there slow but surely. My to-do list is up to 62 bullet points. Let me shut this real quick. But we're getting there. Sharon and I are getting ready to go away for a week, a little over a week, to see our grandbaby out there in Seattle. They did a nice job trimming that, right? The trim guys did a really great job. I'm very impressed with the gentleman. He was here by himself as well, and him and I talked. Let me turn this on. You can't turn the light on because maybe I can. He's got breakers or something turned off. Anyway, can't really switch it on. They went around that really well. Him and I talked about how to do that, and so all that'll be caulked and painted white to the cabinet. Pretty cool. So it's gonna be pretty straight up when they're all done with it. Okay, so because I know what would happen, they would have taken the trim, the base, and put it right to it, and left a big old gap. We'd have had to slather caulk into it. That looked horrible. So I talked to him, and he cut it around, so trimmed it appropriately, you know. So I think we're in pretty good shape, gang. But we're getting it all painted up, and we're moving. We are moving forward. Okay. Maybe when we come back from our vacation, we're gonna have a whole. This house won't look anywhere near. We decided to push the first walk too. Our first walk was set for August 20th, this Friday. I mean, our closing was set for August 20th, and we decided to push it because our walk was going to be Friday, and we ended up pushing the walk so that they had time to get this done. So here's all the painting crew. This is Brian. He's the mastermind. So anyway, we're getting there. The irrigation guys came back out, and it's going to look spectacular when it's done. So anyway, hang in there. It's going to be about 9 or 10 days before the next video. We do appreciate you guys. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you like it, ask me some questions. I'm good. Anyway, I want you guys to have a fantastic day. Thanks.